Mystery boxes in the Pokemon TCG. Love them or hate them, 90% of the time, they're a ripoff. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Gym Leaders Podcast, where we talk all things Pokemon TCG. I am Travis with TCG Funhouse.
And I'm ASX from ASX TCG, ready to talk about some of the biggest scams in the Pokemon community, in my opinion, at least.
Yes. We know them well. A lot of viral videos from some of the biggest content creators here on YouTube are all about them. That's right, guys. We're talking about mystery boxes today. And we're going to be covering pretty much all kinds of mystery boxes. Everything from, the power boxes you find at Walmart and Walgreens to mystery boxes supplied by some of your favorite content creators like Leonhard and PokeRev, all the way to maybe just your local LGS who might put some random mystery box together and screw you over that way, amongst the other ways they've been screwing people over lately. But right as we dive in, I got to know, ASX, what are your personal opinions on just, the generalities of a mystery box?
Yeah, so, it's an idea that I want to right? But
Right.
time and time again...
That.
What's that?
I said I feel that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, time and time again, I feel like we've just all been, duped a little bit with them. And, there's some out there that, there's very few videos out there where you do see somebody kind of win with it.
Right.
But
that one exciting one.
The one exciting one out of 1,000 videos of people just kind of crapping all over them. But yeah, it's something that I want to be able to I really wish that they were better, but I gotta say it's not something that I'm really putting in my cart.
Yeah, and the one thing that bothers me about mystery boxes too is there's tons of these sites that have them available, and I want to go back to what you said is there's a couple of videos on there that really make these boxes look like legit superstar boxes, and oh my gosh, I just found the greatest steal in the history of the Pokemon TCG. And if you don't think that those boxes were specially packed for the larger content creators to open, you're fooling yourself, man. You really are. I know a lot of them will do these reviews of these mystery boxes and stuff, and I believe PokeRev tries to order them without using his channel name and stuff, so he tries his best. But a little bit of research, if these people were being legit and serious, if somebody went to my site and bought 12 of my mystery boxes or mystery bags, I'd be like, who is this that just dropped $800 on my mystery boxes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do a little bit of research on that, and it probably wouldn't be hard to find. Not saying that's what happened, but it's, I would not be surprised. But before we get, into the content creators and stuff, we've all been there. We've gone to Walmart. We've gone to Walgreens. We see that mystery power box. We see the Fairfield Company third-party products where you might be able to see the front pack, but you can't see the 3 packs behind it or whatever.
Yeah.
What are your experiences with those? Because we've all grabbed one at least in our lifetime.
Oh, I've grabbed more than one, and my experience has never been good, to be honest with you. I've probably gotten a couple hits here and there, from them, but I've never gotten what you're really looking for, right? That 1 in 10 seeded vintage pack, or chase
vintage pack.
Kind of trying to call them now.
Chase pack. Oh my god. Okay, can you talk about that for a second? Because that is the most frustrating thing for me is when they change their verbiage on the box from vintage to chase. Talk about that for a second.
Yeah. So these mystery boxes, just a couple of years ago when they were coming out, they always really said, seeded vintage pack, seeded 1 in 10, 1 in 25, whatever the ratio was. And it, truly was pretty much a vintage pack. It was black and white or older.
Yep.
Which
I
we
agree
would
with
consider vintage at this point. But now these mystery boxes that we're seeing, that I would say have been coming out for probably about 6 months or so now, roughly.
Yeah, the newer versions of them.
The newer versions of them look pretty much identical. But now, if you don't read the fine print, you're kind of at a loss, because now they say that there's a chase pack, a seeded chase pack, which could be anything from I think Shining Fates was the last one, which is a year
Yeah.
old, really. To probably some like maybe X and Y era packs. But I gotta say, I haven't seen anybody pull anything that I would call vintage out of these new packs that say, Chase pack or
So
whatever in
so
them.
so what it says on them is it directly says on one side of the box it says randomly seeded vintage packs, and that's
Hmm.
all that it says. And then that's in big bold letters on the box, and we're like, oh crap. And then on the bottom, like on the same side, in like a little blaster, right, a little highlighted area, it says
Hmm.
Chase packs seeded 1 in 5 or 1 in 10. I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
nowhere on the box does it say that vintage and chase are the same thing. So they
No.
completely work you by putting in these big bold letters up front. Vintage packs randomly inserted, chase packs seeded 1 in 10. So like when you're reading it without really diving into it, it almost makes it look it makes it seem like the vintage packs are seeded 1 in 10 when you just
Yeah.
browse it, right? Because you see the 1-10, you see the seeded thing, and you don't stop to realize that one says vintage and one says chase.
Yeah.
I myself opened up 20 of those Walmart mystery boxes, right? Or, I'm sorry, it was
Hmm.
10. It was 10. It was not 20. 20 would have been crazy.
I was starting
I
to sweat
bought
over
10
here
of
for you.
them.
I was like, man, that's
Yeah.
rough.
It would have been crazy. I bought 10 of them, right? And I opened 5 in one
Yeah.
video, 5 in the other video. There's 3 packs inside, and they're $19.99, I believe. They were $20 a piece
Yeah.
for 3 Pokemon booster packs. Okay? Now, look at it this way. You just buy random packs, they're like $4 a piece, right? I think they just
Yeah.
raised their prices to $4.50 in a lot of stores now.
Yeah.
But even then, to buy 3 random booster packs is $13.50. And these particular mystery boxes didn't have anything else inside except I think a mystery code card. Like,
Yeah.
please, code cards are 2 cents a piece, especially the ones
Right.
they were giving out. Like, I think most of the code cards and those were, like, not even available to play inside standard anyway. They were, like,
Oh no.
Guardians Rising and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and those are worth nothing. If you guys don't know anything about reselling code cards, the ones that are modern and today, like, you can probably sell, Fusion Strike and Brilliant Stars code cards for a good 15 to 30 cents a piece, depending on
Oh
how
yeah.
many you have.
Yeah.
And, the older ones that are not in standard that people don't want in their deck, they're basically junk because they can't add them to their deck anyway. And who
Yeah.
wants just a big collection of Pokemon NFTs, right? So that's what it would be at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, off my tangent there for a second. But the mystery with 3 packs inside, a lot of times they'll put a coin, a figure, or something else random inside
Yeah.
to kind of make up that extra $6 or $7 that you're paying. This time they didn't even do that, dude. It was just
No.
3 random packs, and 9 out of 10 boxes had a Chilling Reign, a Vivid Voltage, and a Darkness Ablaze.
Yep.
3 packs that are readily available at your distributors. I can go order booster boxes from them for my distributor right now.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're rare. And out of the 10 boxes that I bought, I got 2 chase packs, which is cool. So we know they're not lying. But like you
Yeah.
said, you know what that chase pack was? They were both Shining Fates.
Yeah.
So even if you take the Shining Fates secondary market price value, it is $7 for a Shining Fates pack. That still does not make up the additional money you're paying for the mystery box. So even
Right.
if you're paying full third-party price, $4 for Vivid, $4 for Chilling Reign, and $7 for Shining Fates, you're still only at $15 compared to the $19.99 that you paid for. So you still got scammed, even if you got a
Oh, yeah.
chase pack. And I saw
Yeah.
dozens and dozens and dozens of videos on these boxes, and I did not see one person pull a vintage out
Nope.
of any of it. How
me
randomly
neither.
seeded are there? Because if you really think about it, if it says randomly seeded, they only have to put 1 vintage pack in every single box that they print, and all of a sudden they're not lying because it just says randomly seeded. Hey, yeah, we did. We randomly seeded 1 vintage
One.
pack, which could have been, I don't know, like the cheapest vintage pack they could have found, maybe a black and white plasma blast or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a $65 pack, you throw it in there and, whatever. Bob's your uncle. So, I don't know. I kind of went off on a tangent there, but
No, no. And it always gets me as well that I mean, They throw the vintage packs on the front. Like that's the biggest pack that you see
It's
right
always
on the front
base
of these
set
things.
too, bro. It's always base
It's always
set.
base set. The
Charizard pack
on
art
there, or I saw some more recent ones was like Gym Challenge, Gym Heroes, which would have been an awesome pack to get as well,
Oh, that would have been
But
cool. Yeah.
there's not one thing that makes me feel like those packs are actually inside of these
Never.
boxes
Never,
anywhere in
bro.
the world. Like I don't feel that way about them at all.
No.
They're rough, and I mean the last way they did them too, just jamming those packs, like they were the like long blisters,
Yeah,
like
they
you got to
folded
rip
them in
open to get
half.
to
They
the
were
pack.
like crunch.
Oh man, and I hate to say it as well, but I noticed with those, I mean, you could walk up to the shelf and you could shake the box and figure
You
out
can tell
which
the
one had
difference.
the pack inside of it. So I mean,
Well, even those ones that you
that's
talked
not
about
helpful.
before, the ones you talked about before with like the navy blue, like these ones were like red
Mhm.
and blue.
Yeah,
Back in the day they were navy blue, and those actually had like vintage packs randomly inside. But the
yeah,
crazy thing about those, when you found the mystery vintage pack inside, it was an extra pack. So they,
right.
they
Yeah.
didn't replace a pack with one. It was inserted additionally, which
Yep.
means you could weigh the box and you could just feel the box with your hand and go, "Oh, this one's heavier than this one."
Right.
you know?
Yeah,
Don't do
I
that,
just
kids.
I don't no, don't definitely don't. Um but yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what the formula is for those other than, like one taking them off the shelf or two, actually making it, worth the money more often than not, but I mean, they're not going to do that. So,
I
you
will
know.
say this too, though, is there used to be a lot of third-party product out there.
Yeah, I don't see as much of it
It's
as I
almost
did.
none anymore. So like the Fairfield company
Yeah.
used to have tons of these like they were just the third party. There was like 4 packs or 6 packs inside,
Hmm.
and they ranged between like $13.99 and $19.99 depending on how many packs you got inside. But I'll tell you this: if you go back, and you got to go back on my channel, gosh, it's probably about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now, we actually found a diamond and pearl pack
Wow.
inside one of those Fairfield company third parties. And because I remember looking through them, because you can normally see like the side of the pack,
Yeah.
and you always take a peek at them just to see like, oh my gosh, this was back when you could quite frequently find like shining legends inside them as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every once in a while, hidden fates would be inside them too. So I was looking down the side, and there was this pack that I had no clue what it was. And I see packs all the time, so I knew
Yeah.
every pack art from the Sun and Moon era. I could tell what it was. Every pack art from even the X and Y era, I could tell what it was, and I had no clue what this pack was. And I'm like vigorously trying to Google pack arts from different generations, and I literally could not find it. I carried that 3-pack blister, or the third party pack blister around with me in Target for like 30 minutes trying to find it, and Amanda was like yelling at me like, "Will you either buy that thing or don't buy that thing?" And I ended up buying it, and we did a whole video on it. And it was really, really cool. So have you ever
That's
had like
awesome.
a good experience with mystery boxes or packs like that?
I mean, not like that. Not where I've pulled like, a vintage pack. I would say probably the best experience I had was when I mean, right in the beginning of the Sword and Shield era when you could still find Sun and Moon era packs in them. And you could find some of them would come with a couple Cosmic Eclipse packs in them. So
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like that was a win when I found those because Cosmic Eclipse was hard to find.
I love
Um,
Cosmic, man.
I do too.
Talk about like the most underrated set of all time,
Oh
man.
yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
and I see that it might be coming out in those Arceus boxes coming up
Supposedly,
here in
yes.
May.
It's
So
it's
that's
it's
that's
in the
exciting.
marketing. It's in the marketing. Now we know that's not accurate. Perfect example is that Arceus box that just came out. The white
Oh,
and,
true.
and green one that has a picture of, I think, 3. Is it Battle Styles or
Battle
Chilling Rain
styles.
on the front of it, and it's actually 3 Vivid Voltage that's inside.
Yeah.
But I have seen people find them in the wild already, even though technically they don't come out until
Really.
this Friday. Some people have found them already, and they have confirmed with pictures that there's Cosmic Eclipse inside these boxes.
Awesome. Awesome. That's super exciting. And those are going to be extremely hard to find on the shelves, I bet. Those are going to
Oh,
go
they're going to be
right off
wiped.
the shelves.
They're gonna
And,
be wiped and scalped, just like the Evolution boxes were.
oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I
So if
never
you
even
find
saw one
them,
of those
if you
Evolutions
find them,
boxes.
buy them all and sell them to me because I
Oh my
want
gosh.
some. I need one for my sealed collection. I need one to open so I can get the figure out of it. And that's really about it. I don't need any more than that.
Yeah, those are gonna be exciting. But yeah, back to the mystery boxes though.
God, stop
Um,
getting off track, ASX. Jeez.
but yeah, I would say definitely the Cosmic Eclipse was my big win in those mystery packs for sure. And I never bought like I've never bought like like eBay mystery boxes or like Mercari or anything like that where somebody's put it together. Those are kind of interesting. I think those can I feel like those are could be better than like your standard mystery box that you find in the store. More often than not, I have seen people kind of get scammed where those types of mystery boxes just come and it's all bulk, and that's really sad.
Oh, like the
But
cubes?
yeah, where you see like you go on like eBay and you just type in mystery box.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no,
that
yeah. That's the last
generic
place I
mystery
would
box.
buy mystery boxes, bro.
Yeah, because that can get kind of rough. But I mean, I guess depending on where you're buying it from, it
Yeah.
could be kind of interesting. But yeah,
Yeah. I would just stay away from them, period. Some places break it down pretty good. They'll say mystery box, or, 100 Pokemon mystery pack with at least, 10 reverse hollows, 4 rares,
yeah,
1 hollow, and 1 ultra rare. Like, those are fine because they tell you what you're getting. Like, it
true.
still is kind of a mystery because you're like, ooh, what ultra rare can it be? I can almost
Yeah.
guarantee you it's going to be $1 in DDV, but it still is an ultra rare. You know what I mean? So
True.
unless it's just what drives me nuts are the ones that are literally completely concealed, and
Yeah.
they sell them as mystery boxes, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Those are. Yeah, I would definitely stay away from those.
yeah, and so let's talk a second about the the elephant in the room here, okay?
Yeah.
And that is content creators that
Mm.
have mystery boxes, okay?
Yeah. Big one.
This is one of the biggest issues that I have because
Okay.
they are not transparent whatsoever, okay? And they are
Okay.
charging a premium because it comes from them. So they are, in my opinion, technically taking advantage of their subscribers, taking advantage of their viewers, taking advantage of the people that support them, because they can, essentially, because this is their business. It's perfectly fine business decision, right? But I mean, we can even go back to like look at the Mr. Beast chocolate problem with the get the golden ticket Willy Wonka style. It's an
Yeah.
ingenious marketing campaign, but when you really sit down and look at it from the outside in, how many people are getting screwed because they're making a purchase on a wish? They're making a purchase on a dream, like, oh my gosh, I really want. Let's just take Pokérev's packs, for instance. I love Pokérev. He's a fantastic content creator. He's probably my favorite of the big content creators. He's the most, he seems to be the most real and realistic person in the room. That being said, he still is shoving Pokérev mystery packs where 99 out of 100 of them aren't going to hold the value that's inside, and then 1 out of 100 are going to have a banger pack in it, right? So that one customer is extraordinarily satisfied. They are extraordinarily happy, but then it leaves 99% of people just like, oh crap, I got not enough value. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of stuff that bothers me a little bit. If they did a good job at making sure that, let's say, the mystery boxes are $49.99 and every single box inside at least had MSRP value of $49.99 in them, I'd be cool with it. So as long as the value is there with those particular boxes, like, I'm okay with it. But 9 times out of 10, it's just not, So, like, what are your thoughts on these big content creators? Like, I mean, it's business, right? They need to make money. I get it. But, like, what are your thoughts in general?
Yeah, so for these ones, I feel like I do want to give them a little bit more credit, and I feel like it's because, and I know you said that they're not transparent, but I do feel like there is a little bit more transparency with them, because they have their channels and because you can kind of, you're able to reach out. You know who's doing it is what I'm getting at. With these other, Fairfield company or whatever, it's some warehouse somewhere putting these things together. with like the Pokérev packs or like Leonhardt's packs, the person that's behind it. So I feel like that adds a little bit more credibility to them. And then you are right with like the value that goes into them, right? I think like the Pokérev packs or something cost like $65 or something. I think you get 5 or 6 packs
I
in
think
them,
they
which
range, yeah. So like
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
looking at the site right now. He's got 2.0. He's got all these different ones.
yeah.
3.0 it looks like you get 5 booster packs and one
Hmm.
mega bonus pack for $50. So
Yeah,
like I would like to know what the mega bonus pack is that's in every single pack, right? So let's just
yeah.
say let's break it down real quick. Four packs for the mystery, or 5 packs for the mystery pack. Let's say they're 5 Sword and Shield packs, right? I'm sure they are. It says right there Sword and Shield era.
I believe they are.
So that's $4 a pack at MSRP, right? So that's $20. So this bonus pack better be at least a $30 pack for them to get their money back. So even to go off what you were talking about with Cosmic Eclipse earlier, if there's even a Cosmic Eclipse pack in here, third party market price in between $13 and $17, they're still not making their money back on this, right?
True.
Evolutions booster packs are in between $15 and $20. So even if there's an Evolutions booster pack in there, they're not making their proper money on here. So the only time that they would is if they get something fantastic, right? So
True. True. Yeah, and I feel like, I personally haven't bought one of the, Pokerip packs or the Leonhardt packs or anything like that, but I feel like, I would probably feel less worse if I didn't win. Probably when I didn't win, because I probably wouldn't, because I'm not very lucky with these things. But
all right, Mr.
I feel like
Charizard.
hey, I didn't say celebrations. That's a different ball game.
Right, right.
Um, but
So hold on
yeah, I feel like
before you finish. I do want to say one thing.
yeah.
I will say in terms of transparency, Pokerev is very transparent with even his packaging. It tells you what exactly comes
Mhm.
inside
Yeah.
and what they're seeded. Now, yes, we still have to take his word for it. I'm not saying he's a liar. If anybody is being truthful about this stuff, it's him. He's 100% being truthful about what's inside. But there's also really not a way to prove it. So unless there's videos of him packing every single one of these, which there might be on his Patreon or something, I don't know. Um,
Maybe, yeah.
but without like video evidence proof, and even if there's video of him packing and shipping, like there's no way to actually keep track of it. Is my point. But he
Yeah.
does break it down if you get green, red, silver, or gold packaging. But just to look at it again, 1 in 5 gets a Sun and Moon era or X and Y era pack. Again, now we're talking Evolutions, Guardians Rising, Sun and Moon base. Like you're talking about $5-6 packs
Steam
right there.
Siege.
Steam Siege, right? And for the silver, it's like a Black and White era pack. Some of those might be worth it. If you're spending $50 and you do end up getting I don't know, let's just say like a Plasma Blast pack, like those are, they're $40, on top of the
Yeah.
5 other packs you got. And then 1 out of 25, you're looking at a potential of getting an actual vintage pack. So I mean, it's not terrible, but it's definitely a way for him to make money first and foremost. And as
Oh,
long as you
easy.
look
Yeah.
at it
He's
in that
not
sense,
losing
it's
money.
not terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. And to what I was gonna say as well, I feel like, if I did lose, I wouldn't feel as bad. Opening up a Pokérev pack where, I know who it came from. If I wanted to, I feel like I could probably reach out and, be heard by somebody versus just some customer service at some
Fairfield
company.
Company, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I feel like, there's just a little bit more trust behind it. So I don't feel like I would feel as bad, opening up one of
I'll
those.
give
And
you
I feel
that.
like maybe that's what a lot of people, probably feel like when they go purchase those packs versus, going to your Walgreens, your Walmart and finding those horrible mystery packs.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, it's hard to to say because how many people like you were just saying would be excited just to get something from Leonhardt, because Leonhardt
Yeah.
had his mystery packs as well. But the one thing I
Yeah.
hate, so this like the Leonhardt treasure chest things, like I didn't those things drove me crazy because I saw so many like TikToks and videos of people opening those, and I don't
Yeah.
know if I saw a single one that was worth it. I really don't,
Yeah.
because
Yeah. I felt like those were different.
it's almost like Leonhardt like put the stake in putting his little freaking card in there, like assigning a value to that, you know? Like, I'm
It
going to
did kind
put
of feel like that.
$20 worth of packs inside this $50 thing, but you know what? I'm going to put a Leonhardt card in there, and it is going to be exclusive, and I am going to
Yeah.
number them, and I am going to, maybe sign some of them, and it's like, dang, bro, like that's a lot. Like, that's quite a bit there, because I don't know if I ever saw anybody get their actual value back out of those Leonhardt chests. Have you seen those videos?
I have, and I gotta say, I don't think I've seen the value out of those, to be honest. I mean, I've seen a couple of those like custom Leonhardt cards. I do think I see someone where they got like a custom metal card and it was signed, and that was pretty cool. And I would say, like, if he's one of your favorite PokeTubers, he is your favorite PokeTuber, like that's definitely gonna hold some value if you did pull that,
Yeah.
from him. But that's value to you, not necessarily real money value. And yeah, it did kind of feel weird. His mystery boxes versus, if you compare them to what PokeRevs do, and I would definitely say the PokeRev mystery packs, you'd
Did a better
probably
job.
be better off. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, better off all around. And the way that he went about selling them too, I think like the first round of the Leonhardt ones, you like had to buy on Amazon or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe the second ones were on his own website or something that he created, but I felt like that was a really weird process, and they were like
I thought that was a
obviously
weird
they
way
were
to go
gone like
too.
that too, so
Yeah. I mean, there
I
might have
mean,
been a reason for it. I don't know. Maybe he had like a sponsorship deal or something like that. Maybe
could be
Amazon reached
could
out to
be
him and said, we'll pay you to make this product, because when you're that big, with over 1.5 million subs on YouTube and you're an influencer, maybe Amazon paid him to do
Yeah,
it. I don't know the logistics of it,
maybe.
which, it's always something to talk about too, but I don't know. I've never seen anyone get their value out of it. And this is something, and the perfect example, and this is stuff that drives me crazy too. So, how do you feel? I gotta say this. How do you
Yeah.
feel about them like opening their own mystery products online or like on video? Like Leonhardt has multiple videos of him opening his own mystery boxes, and Rev
That's
has
weird.
some videos of him opening his own mystery packs as well. I think the one that Revs opens, I think some of them are for people who bought them, But then
Okay.
again, now we're getting back to that position where it's like, if he packed those, he knows which ones have the gold packs inside.
Hmm.
Leonhardt would know. Leonhardt would totally load one of those Leonhardt mystery boxes up with just amazing stuff,
Oh
unbox it,
yeah.
and be like, "Look at the value in here, zonk," and like, what are you like? Come on, right?
Yeah.
Right?
No, I totally agree with you. Yeah, those videos are strange. Like I get it in terms of like a marketing kind of sense, right? You want to get the word out there about your product. But yeah, I mean, you're right. They were the ones that packed them. I'm sure they know exactly what's going to be in there. Of course, to show off what's going to be inside of it, they're going to load it up, to make it look the best that it possibly can. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't think like if I did mystery videos like that, I would do one opening one. I would probably do a video of like me putting one together, kind of like you had mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
but not opening one because that seems kind of weird. And I would also feel like if you did open one that was like really good, like that one could have been the one that I bought. So
Yeah,
like,
right.
why
So
the
you
heck did
took
you
that one
open
out of you
it?
took that one out of the shuffle. How dare you? Like that could have been mine,
Exactly.
man.
Like that one had my name on it. Like what the heck?
Oh man, I'll tell you what, dude. Now I get it. As somebody who runs a Pokemon business, probably not to the fullest extent that I could because I still have a full time job. I still do. I really don't apply as much time as I need to my Pokemon business because of other things I have going on. Um, if I were to strictly sit down and go, okay, I have all of this extra product. What can I do to get rid of it, right? And I understand this ideology and this thought process of you're sitting down, you
Mhm.
have 10 cases of battle styles, 12 cases
Yeah.
of chilling rain, and nobody wants them, right?
Yeah.
Because let's be real for a second here, people are buying up Brilliant Stars. They're buying up Evolving Skies, Celebrations. When was the last time that somebody was jumping for joy because they found a Battle Styles, 3-pack blister on the shelf or check lane, and they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this battle style. I just want the Urshifu. And like, it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? So what's happening?
No, it definitely doesn't.
What's happening is, and this is not just content creators. This is like LGSs. This is everybody who runs a Pokemon website where they're a reseller, right? A fully licensed reseller. They buy from distributor. They sell to the general public, right? You get stuck with this product that nobody freaking wants, okay? And you pretty much have to buy it because you have to build your relationship with your distributor, and you get points for buying shit that even they can't sell, right? So if the warehouse is loaded on Battle Styles booster boxes, you become the good guy by saying, hey, let me unload, a couple cases of those Battle Styles booster boxes from you. And they're like, holy crap, really? And you're like, yeah, right? And then
someone actually wants Battle Styles? What?
Exactly. And then when Astral Radiance comes out, they go, hey, this guy bought, 5 or 10 of our cases of Battle Styles when nobody else would. Let's hook him up with some more Astral Radiance. Like, your reputation matters with your distributors, and that's how you build reputation. So how do you get rid of Battle Styles? How do you get rid of 10 cases of Battle Styles? I don't know. You put it in a mystery box.
Yep.
That's exactly how you get rid of them, right? You load it. Yeah. You do exactly what Fairfield Company did, exactly what M&J Holding companies did with these mystery boxes, and that you do a 3-pack mystery box where you can't see what's inside, and you fill it with shit, and you fill it with Chilling Rain and Battle Styles and Fusion Strike that nobody wants, and then you sell it. And you're like, cool, I just unloaded all 10 cases of those. More, please. And people get excited because it's the mystery element. And I don't understand why we have to add a mystery element to something that's already a freaking mystery element, bro. Opening a booster pack in itself is a risk. It is a mystery pack. Every Battle Styles booster pack is a Battle Styles mystery pack. Every single one, because you have no clue what's inside. So we're going, not only do we want that mystery, that gambling feel of the booster pack, but I want that mystery and that gambling feel of, I don't even know what pack I'm going to get.
I don't even know what it's going to be.
It's
like mystery box inception, honestly. Mystery box inside a mystery inside a mystery.
Mystery boxception. I'm looking at a picture right now of this person who opened up a Leonhardt mystery box, and it literally has 3 Battle Styles packs inside.
Oh, man. That's rough. That's got to be the worst one right there.
Oh, my gosh. Goodness gracious.
I would be upset.
I'd be crying, bro.
If I was so excited, got my Leonhardt mystery box in the mail, gonna crack it open, got my lights, my camera's all ready for you guys to film it, and I cracked open 3 Battle Styles packs, I probably shut off the camera.
You know what makes it all better, though? You know what makes it all better? Is I got that gold Leonhardt card.
Oh.
Yes!
Of course, he put 3 Battle Styles packs with the best Leonhardt card.
Yes. Let me give you a little
Leonhardt card.
Let me give you a little bit of feel good along with your crappy packs you got. Here's the golden version of my card.
Woo!
Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. I see one here. The guy got 1 Rebel Clash, 1 Sword and Shield base, and 1 Darkness Ablaze. That one did not have a gold. What is the like MSRP value on these? Like, I know MSRP is like a official term, but like, do you know what they went for originally? Because they're like $50 on eBay right now.
I want to say they were right around $50.
Were they?
I think so.
Because that is crazy. $40 maybe, something like that. I don't know.
Maybe 25. Oof. I don't know.
But
I feel like I've seen higher than 50
for 3 packs.
Right after they came. Yeah.
That's $12, bro.
It's got that Leonhardt logo on that cardboard box.
Bro, that's $12. That's $12. I don't know. That's the kind of stuff that bothers me, where I do feel like some people take advantage of their viewers and their supporters. Like, I'm not saying they're not appreciative. I'm sure they're very appreciative of everything. And again, I'm not saying they're bad people. They're just making business decisions that I would not make. I think that mystery boxes and mystery packs are a complete scam. Pretty much no matter who is selling them. Every once in a while, there's a few. So when I was, just doing unboxings on the channel, we kind of partnered with, I don't think this guy sells anymore. It was called Pokepacks Plus or something like that. And it was a subscription box that you could get.
Oh, I remember
And
that. I saw that
dude,
video.
he gave us, so we like partnered with him, and I think he gave us like a monthly pack like 3 months in a row for
Yeah.
free. You know, it's kind of like a little marketing
Oh,
tool or
nice.
whatever, even though we were super, super
Yeah.
small. But it pretty much always had the value inside. He had 3 different
I
tiers,
remember that. Yeah.
and never once did I open a box and feel disappointed. And I even had people in my comment section who were like, I bought one and it was great, you know, and all this other stuff. So power to him. You know, do I know if he was out, you know, emptying Walmart and Target shelves and third-party scalping and pricing? I don't know. Maybe. He probably was. You know, I don't know. I don't talk to the guy anymore. I didn't even talk to him much
Yeah.
back then. It was just strictly like a business thing that we had going on. And you know, that's the other thing too, that it's when you sit back and let's take a look at it from a scalper's point of view, right? The naughty scalper's
Yeah.
word. How do you buy packs at retail price and then make a profit off them, right? So especially right now,
Yeah.
back then when it was really, really
Yeah.
hard to find stuff, that's not the case right now. 9 times out of
Yeah.
10, I can go to my store and at least find something. You know, am I going to find?
Yeah, me
Am
too
I going
now.
to find Brain Stars ETBs? Probably not. Am I going to find, you know, really, really awesome stuff? Probably not, unless I go catch it on a Thursday, you know, and catch the restock fresh or within a couple of hours or something. Like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But even on the random Saturday or Sunday or Monday, even you'll walk in and there'll be single pack blisters on the shelf. There'll be 3-pack blisters. There'll be check lane blisters. There'll be, yeah, I mean, dude,
Yeah.
like I think my stores still have Darkness Ablaze ETBs from the last time they were restocked because they put so many out on the freaking shelves.
Yeah, I'm very surprised at that restock. I found the
Massive.
same thing. It was like days and days that I saw those things on the
It
shelf
was
still.
huge. There were so many of them.
Mhm.
But like, how do you buy retail price and make a profit? You put it in a freaking mystery box and you charge $20 more than what you paid, right? So if you
Yep.
if you go to the store and you empty the Walmart shelves of single packs at $4 a piece, excuse me, jeez, at $4 a piece, and you know you put 5 packs in a mystery thing, you spent $20 on packs, you turn around, you sell it for 35 because you throw in an extra hollow or something, it ain't worth diddly do, and all of a sudden you're making profits, right? So the mystery
Yeah.
box was another example and avenue for scalpers to make their money instead of just directly selling things like Battle Styles packs and Chilling Ring packs.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, man, that just like brought up some memories of just all of the different mystery options you saw when we were in the heat of like the scalping issue that we were having. They were all over the internet.
They were
Just
everywhere. They still are,
super
but they
random.
were more. They was worse then.
Oh yeah, it's way worse then. Way worse then. And I'm glad that has started to kind of go away. Like you said, it's definitely still out there. I mean, I'm looking at some of them right here.
Dude, they
But
come and go.
yeah, it's nice being able to walk into the stores and actually find some stuff nowadays. That's for
I
sure.
can't stress enough how important it is to just find somewhere that you can consistently buy cards and just repeatedly go back there. And you know, I do think the time of like, I mean, we talk about FOMO and stuff all the time, but I do kind of feel like that time is finally starting to go away a little bit. You know,
I've felt that too.
because
Yeah.
you used to go, and when you would find stuff, you'd be like, okay, I can't leave this here because I really don't know the next time I'm
It's
going to
gotta
find
go in the
anything.
cart.
I really don't know.
Yep.
You know,
100%.
and nowadays, I mean, we can pretty much always find at least something, right? So the thought process of I have to buy all 5 of these Darkness Ablaze ETBs is not in my thought process anymore. You know, even as somebody who buys from a distributor, I sell pretty much everything I get from the distributor. And, you know, anything that I open for ourselves, we buy from retailers, you know, because that's the way the business works. You know, I could buy my own stuff at MSRP or whatever, but, you know, I could even use.
Can't get by on your own supply.
Yeah,
Right?
well, see, and that's the thing too. You know, I could buy it myself, and I could pay that and then consider it use tax, right? I can use the product for my content business.
Sure.
But almost everything I get, 99% of the crap that I open comes from Walmart, comes from Target, and it's, you know, my boys open it. You know what I mean? Everything I'm open on the streams is for other people and all that stuff. So it's just find a consistent place to get your stuff, whether that's online from live stream box breaks every Friday on TCG Funhouse.
That's a very
Shameless
consistent
plug.
place, I gotta say.
Shameless plug. Or an LGS that doesn't screw people, because I think LGS has started screwing people along with a lot of the general public, which really started to upset me. You kind of found out who the good game stores were and
Yeah.
who were the bad game stores, who were naughty boys. But that would be the biggest thing right now, is just try to find those. But the mystery boxes, just leave them on the shelves, and I don't think it's a good business model to start a
No.
mystery box business right now. I really don't. Tons of
No.
creators. It seems to be like the way to go, right? Because let's be honest. There's a niche clicky thing going on. There's a click at the top of the game, and they share their business practices with everybody. Like don't be fooling it. All those big content creators
Yeah.
talk to each other and they all say, hey, look, this is what worked for me. Let's do that.
No, I'm
Let's do
sure.
this and blah blah blah. And next thing you know, that everybody with over 500,000 subscribers or above is doing mystery packs. And it's like, holy crap, man, this is
Interesting,
fantastic.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Right.
it's business. It really is. So it is what it is. So coming soon to you, TCG Funhouse Mystery Box. 99.99 4 Sword and Shield booster packs with a chance at a shuckle.
Oh, my wallet's gonna be hurting as soon as those hit the shelves.
So like I have a mystery element to my box breaks. I got my mystery wheel. But
Yeah.
it's straight fucking forward and it's the same price as all the other packs.
Right.
It's
Yeah. There's no.
there's
There's really no way to get
no there's no way
scammed
to do
on
anything.
your mystery wheel. Like you're getting exactly what it
This
says
is
right
the
there.
cheapest
So
the cheapest item on my live stream box breaks is this mystery wheel. It's $5, which is the price of 85% of my packs are $5. If I ever charge more than $5 for a pack, it's because I had to pay more than what I would regularly pay for stuff. Because I know a lot of people who don't buy from distributors don't know this, but I don't
Mhm.
always get stuff at like fantastical good prices. Like
Right.
the booster
Yeah.
boxes of Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze. I'm not getting those for the same price that I get Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, and Fusion Strike at. You know,
Right.
and when Brilliant Stars and Evolving Skies becomes available with my distributor again, I can guarantee you they are not going to be pre-order prices. They are not going to be the same
Right.
price they were the first or second time that I got them. They're going to be more expensive. Evolving Skies especially. I guarantee you, if I
Oh
talk to
yeah.
my distributor and I say, "Hey man, you got any Evolving Skies booster boxes?" He's going to say, "Yeah, but I'm charging 140 for them." Because they're a business too. And I
Yeah.
have to make the
Yeah.
decision, okay, cool, I can buy it for 140 or I can not buy it for 140. And then, if I say yes, I can, then I need to charge an appropriate price on my box breaks to where it makes sense for
Yeah.
me as a business, and at that point you can either
Right.
buy it or not buy it. And that's the ultimate question when it comes to these mystery boxes as well. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
Right.
Because that's always the
100%.
pushback I get from everybody. Every time I talk about this sort of thing, the reply from the trolls is always, "Don't buy it then." It's like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like I get that. Like trust me, I'm not going to. If you want to blow your money, feel free to blow your money. It's your money. Just
Right.
like sending a reverse hollow spirit tomb in to get PSA graded. That's you wasting your money. That's fine. You do what you want. But it doesn't mean that we can't talk about it. It doesn't mean that we can't
Right.
express our opinions, especially when we have the podcast to do so. What do you have to say to the
Exactly.
trolls that do that, man? What do you rebuttal back to those trolls?
Yeah, just no, step off. We don't need that negativity here in this community. And I guess if you want a mystery box now and then, I mean that's your own money, but just yeah,
I mean,
step off with the negativity.
so like, do you find value in like? Would you find so you've watched Leonhardt, right? Like you've watched a lot of Leonhardt
Yeah.
stuff. Would you find value in getting that gold Leonhardt card? Like, do you look at it and go, I really want to add that to my collection?
Me personally, I would say no, because it's not like doesn't hold value to me.
Correct.
He's I like him as a PokeTuber. I do watch his content, but he's not my favorite PokeTuber.
Mhm.
In the world. So I guess it wouldn't necessarily hold much value to me.
So
Unless you got super famous, then I mean, yeah, I'm
If I
hanging
can
on to
sell
that
it,
thing.
if I can flip it, yeah, right.
If I could flip that thing,
So to
yeah.
me, it's like it's almost like taking this, right? So I'm holding up a like signed energy that if people who join my box break and they want one, they can request one, right? And I'll throw it in there. Is it
Yeah.
worth anything? Absolutely not. Do some people want it? Absolutely, because it reminds them of the experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I have a hard time correlating the same experience of joining somebody's box break where they opened your pack live, talked to you in the chat in the comment section, called your name out and did all that stuff as opposed to you ordering a mystery box on Amazon. That's what I don't get, you know.
Yeah.
If somebody wants one of these from PokeRev or a designed, card from PokeRev that he throws in during his box breaks or something, that makes 1,000% more sense to me than these randomly inserted, cards of somebody, right? Because it's not
Yeah.
personal. These are kind of personal, you know what I mean? Again, they're not worth
Yeah,
duty.
true.
If you don't want one, it's not going to hurt my feelings. If you want one, ask for one, I'll throw one in there. It's cool. I like it, but it reminds you of when you were there for the break. It reminds you of the experience you
Yeah.
had that night for opening those packs, hanging out in the chat and having fun. I don't think that same feeling comes from buying a mystery box on Amazon, you know?
No, no, I definitely don't. No. Yeah, I mean there's no experience really behind it. Well, I guess there is, but it's nowhere near the same experience. When you're there, you're live, you're talking to the person opening it up. It's nowhere near the same. I couldn't imagine it would feel that way. No.
Yeah. So, like, what would you think if Pokemon themselves released their own mystery box?
Wow, yeah, I haven't really even thought about that before. I'm not gonna lie, I would be interested in checking it
Right?
out, to see what
Would
it's
you
all
would you hold
about.
it in higher
And
esteem because the actual printer of the company did it as opposed to a third party?
I probably would off the bat, before I opened them or before I saw like what was inside of them, I probably would hold it at a higher level, yeah, just because I mean it's the Pokemon company putting them out, right? There's that much trust behind the company already. Yeah, so I would hold it at a higher level and then, open some up and see what it's all about. And, if it's not that great, if I don't feel like it's worth it, then I would definitely talk about it.
Yeah.
And let people know on my channel here. I'm sure we would definitely talk about something like that here on the podcast as well. But I think if they did do something like that, I feel like like you wouldn't necessarily always win with
Mm-hmm.
them, but you'd feel like you'd get more maybe with it. Like I feel like they might add something like a little bit extra in there that you wouldn't necessarily get. Like you said, with some of the older mystery boxes, you got something like a little bit extra. Like, it wasn't always great. Sometimes it was a coin, but
Yep.
sometimes it was a really cool pin or it was a
Yep.
figure or something like that. And if they could throw, something extra like that, and I think that'd be really cool. And I think, yeah, I would give the Pokemon company mystery boxes a
Why do you
shot.
think they
That
don't?
would
I know I'm stumping you here.
Um, I think, well, I probably because they don't want to get into hot water over like, oh, those mystery boxes sucked. With
Yes.
every Pokemon product that you get right now, minus like, okay, so like pretty much like minus like the
See, but the
Pokeballs
same thing
and
is
like
in
the
those
mini
Pokeballs
tins.
every single time. They're numbered, right? It says D21 on the
True.
bottom or H21 on the bottom, and all you have to do is a little Google search. And you can find out what packs are inside because every single one is the
Yeah,
same. That's part of that print run. So technically, yes, it's kind
true.
of a mystery pack, but as soon as one person opens it and puts out into the
Everybody
ether
knows.
what's in them, everybody knows what's in them. So
Yeah,
it's not really a true mystery box.
true, true. Um, but yeah, I mean, that yeah, they don't really have any products right now that I would consider like really a mystery type item.
Yep.
And
Except for the packs
there's
themselves.
already a lot of except for the packs themselves. Yes, 100%. And there I feel like there's already a lot of bad energy and bad vibes around the third party mystery boxes that I feel like Pokemon's probably like, we'll let you guys deal with all those fires that you're causing over
It's
there with
cause
your
of
mystery boxes and
transparency.
step
It's
back.
because of
Yeah.
transparency. It really is because they are a professional company that wants to sell
Yeah.
you a product and wants to be honest and true to what they're selling you. you know?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. They don't want you to lose faith in them.
Correct. Their
Exactly.
reputation, they are already in a position where no matter what, they would be doing a risky proposition by, offering, let's just say if when they set the tone on the price, right? So here's the problem.
Hmm.
If they set the tone that a pack is $4 MSRP, right? Because that comes from Pokemon
Yeah.
Company. So like even though
Right.
Target or Walmart might raise their pack price to $4.49, and correct me in the comment section for the viewers if I'm wrong, but I don't believe that Pokemon themselves has raised their MSRP. I believe their MSRP is still
I don't think so.
$3.99, which means
I
on
believe so. Yeah.
PokemonCenter.com, their official website, their packs are still $3.99. Major retailers can change it, LGSs can change it. It's just a suggested retail price. But until Pokemon changes their suggested retail price, a pack should be $4, period, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
Yeah.
that being said, if they are telling you that a pack is $4 and then they're going to give you a 5-pack mystery item and then they don't charge you $19.99, now we have a problem. And like you said, if they don't put an additional
Yeah.
product in there to make up for that additional charge, we have a problem again. And all this randomly seeded bullshit, they would not, I mean, that might be considered like, I don't know what that would be considered
Yeah.
in the commerce world. But like people would be so upset. In my opinions, I think people would be
I think
so
so.
upset if Pokemon Company
Yeah.
came out and said, "Yes, we're selling mystery packs. 1 in 500, you can get a good pack." They would probably sell out like crazy because people would be excited. They would go, "Holy crap, I have
Yeah.
a chance at getting a vintage Pokemon pack from the Pokemon Company." Which means it's
Yeah.
100% not going to be weighed, 100% not going to be resealed. It's coming from Pokemon
That's true.
themselves, which would be
Yeah.
extraordinarily
Yeah.
exciting. And that brings up a point that I never even thought about talking about, and that was with these mystery boxes. How do we know that all these vintage packs aren't weighed? Same thing with the whole scandal of
Totally.
Leonhardt potentially, opening all his heavy base set packs and base set 2 packs and, not many
Yeah.
people getting heavy packs at the event. It's the same thing. How do we know that if they're seeding 1 in 25 vintage packs, we all know that WotC packs can be weighed. It's very common that
Easy.
WotC packs are very easy weigh. They're heavy, they're light. Even if 1 in 25 you get that vintage pack, I can almost guarantee you that 100% of those are going to be weighed. So like there's levels of
Oh, yeah.
ripoff, levels of scamming, levels and levels and levels and levels, which is
Yeah.
why Pokemon themselves I don't believe would ever get into the mystery box, mystery package game.
No.
I really don't think so.
No, I think no, I totally think you're right. And I didn't think about that before, but there's I can't see how those packs aren't weighed. Like, you got to think I'm the way that I'm thinking about this. I don't think like the Fairfield company has, just, first edition base set booster boxes, sitting at their warehouse that they're just pulling a pack here and
Right.
there out
Shoving
of
them
and
in
putting in
there.
these mystery boxes. No, exactly. I bet they're going out and finding these somewhere. And I can guarantee you they're not buying the Wade packs because those always cost more.
That's right.
Um,
They're
so
buying
they are,
full booster boxes
they
is
are.
what they're doing. They're buying full booster
Well, that's
boxes.
true.
They're weighing them, right? So let's
Yeah.
let's pick
Oh,
out Gym Challenge or whatever, right? They're looking
Yeah.
for that Blaine's Charizard, right? So you buy a booster box,
Mhm.
you open it up, you weigh all the packs, you take all the light packs. You have 2 options, right? So this is all you can do with vintage boxes, right? So vintage
Mhm.
products, there's only a couple ways that you can go about legitimately selling them, and that is 2 ways. One, you can do it unweighed, right? And there's only a couple ways of doing that, and that
Right.
is throughout one full live stream where you open
Right.
the cellophane on the live stream and you open the entire box, which is usually what Rev does. He always does it that way
Yep.
for the most part. The second thing to do is to record yourself opening the box and sealing them with tamper-proof seals. You put them in a team bag, you put the tamper-proof seal on there to where if it's been ripped or opened and put back in there or anything like that. They're dated, they're signed, they're all those things, right? Which there's even ways around that. If you really sit down, there's ways around that as well. Like there's ways around freaking pretty much anything. But
Right.
aside from that, the only thing that you can do if you open one of these boxes, off of video or off of live streaming, you have to sell them as heavy or light. Because if
Yeah.
I don't believe anybody, I would never believe anybody.
Oh no.
Just go to eBay and look at all these unweighed packs. Where's your proof? Unless
yeah.
you're gonna post, a video of you opening these and sealing, and like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you one bit.
Oh,
So
no.
the only legitimate way to do it is to sell them as heavy or light. Or if you want to keep the heavy, you keep the heavy and open them, and then you sell the light packs and try to recuperate some of your money back. And that's
Right.
what these high-end collectors do. So they buy the box, they open it up, they weigh them, they separate light and heavy, and they open the heavy packs until they get the Charizard, right? So sometimes you get lucky.
Yep.
Maybe the first heavy pack you open has the Charizard inside, and now you don't even have to open the rest of the heavy packs because the odds of there being a second Charizard in one box are extraordinarily low, right?
Right.
So now that's when you go on and start selling the heavy packs and recuperate as much money as you want back. You send the Charizard in to get graded. It comes back a 9 or a 10 because it was packed fresh. And then you have a very expensive Blaine's Charizard that you can then sell on the market and make money on actually buying a $14,000 booster box, And it's
Crazy.
a game.
Yeah.
It's all a game. It's a business. You jump through the hoops. You run over the hurdles. You do all these things. And lately, the answer to what do you do with the light packs is freaking seed them in my mystery boxes. Woo!
That's where they're all going. That makes sense. We figured it out. Right there.
Detective Gym Leaders podcast.
Detective
Coming
Gym
at
Leaders
you.
podcast. I like it. Rebrand.
But yeah, so that's it, guys. That is our ranting and raving for the day. Again, I just want to reiterate, this is not attacking anybody. I love all the big content creators. I don't love them. That's kind of strong. Will you marry me?
A bit of a stretch.
But I enjoy them. I understand them for the most part. I do like some more than others. Rev is one of my favorites. Power to him on his mystery box journey. And all that stuff. It's a business. He's making bank. Good for him. I get it. I get it. Because there's going to be people in the comment section that are like, you guys are just jealous. You look like you're crying like little babies because it's not you. There's going to be some people down there. Whatever. Go F yourself.
Oh, easy.
Take that to someone else who cares. I'm just going to ignore your comment and move on. So feel free to leave it all you want, But anyway, before we get out of here, thank you guys for listening. If you're new to the channel, please drop a sub. Go check out ASX's channel in the description below. Drop a sub over there as well. And while you're subbing to his channel, don't you have a little announcement going on? You're going live again, right?
Yeah, super excited. I'm going to be going live for the second time now, and it's going to be coming up. Well, I guess it'll be this weekend after you guys see this. So it'll be this weekend coming up. It'll be on Saturday. And I'm not sure on the time of day. It'll most likely be in the afternoon, probably around 6 Eastern, 7 Central time.
Awesome. And of course, you guys know here at
pumped.
TCG Funhouse, we are live every single Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Box breaks, TCGFunhouse.com. You can buy in. There's over 15 different options to buy, guys. We got the newest Japanese sets with Time Gazer, Space Juggler. We got Cosmic Eclipse up. We got, I still think there might be a little bit of Brilliant Stars, but we're starting to run out. VMAX, Climax, Japanese, English, all kinds of stuff. And if you're not sure what you want, you can get our mystery packs right here, and it'll pick whatever you want for the packs of Doom. ASX, you could have got yourself a Fusion Strike right there. You really could have. There could be a Mew in there too, man. And I'm telling you guys, we have pulled some spicy bangers lately. We have pulled.
It's been crazy,
bro. We've pulled the recently, in the past 3 weeks, we have pulled the Umbreon VMAX alternate art, the Espeon VMAX alternate art from Fusion Strike. From Cosmic Eclipse, we just pulled the Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia statue alternate art. Unbelievable freaking card, guys. Like, it has been
the Rayquaza too.
Yeah, the Rayquaza V alternate art. We pulled that. It has been crazy, guys. It's so much fun. Over 15 different options. And even if you don't want to buy in, just come hang out with us, man. Because we here at TCG Funhouse and ASX TCG, we share a lot of the same subscribers and the same viewers. Is the best community for Pokemon niche and all of YouTube. Probably the best community, even outside the Pokemon niche on YouTube. Let's be honest here.
Oh, it's great.
It's all amazing.
It's a blast every single
and
Friday.
We always do giveaways as well. So come hang out with us, guys. It is so much fun. But without further ado, guys, thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful night.